All right, and we are live, y'all. Welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. I'm your host, RL, and she's your host
Jenny.
from the block.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, Jenny from the block. What's up, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the show again. We got a lot to chop up today, and we also have a testimony today. A testimony from Michael Armour. Y'all don't know who he is. He came to me saying, "Man, I watch the show, man. I like the show. I would like to come on and do a testimony." When he first said it, I said, "Oh, no, this ain't what we do." But then it hit me. Why not let people come on and give their testimony? Because testimonies are important in life. I think. I think testimony is very encouraging. And your testimony can get people through some stuff, man. We just never know the people around you what they've been through, what they're going through, and where they want to go. You know what I'm saying? So I obliged the brother. So he will be on the second hour after we talk about a couple of what else we talking about?
Well, we're definitely going to talk about the Project 25.
Project 2025. What this is something that a lot of people are talking about lately. What is Project 2025? And a lot of people don't know, man. A lot of people out there voting don't know what they're voting for, man. A lot of people, you know, I don't want to say switching sides because don't know side own us, but you can vote for who you want to vote for. But it's sometimes you got to know what you're voting for. And when you vote people in, they come in with an agenda.
Right.
What is that agenda? Project 2025 is something that it's been by I think the Heritage Foundation. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, but also are y'all kind of stressed out? Are y'all stressed out with this whole political thing, man? It seemed like once Trump got in, it seemed like it's every day is something, man. We gotta pay attention to politics every day. And I can remember growing up, man, where we just go vote, when we just, when I started voting, we go vote, go home, and let these people take care of the bit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now we got to worry about this every day. It's something in the news.
I hear young people that's like in their 20s.
In their 20s talking about politics. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing that a lot of people are stressed out about who could be president.
They're concerned.
They're concerned on both sides. I'm not for Democrats. There's a lot of Republicans stressed out of Joe getting. They don't think, Kamala Harris up to the test. You know what I'm saying? So are y'all stressed out by this political talk every day? Y'all stressed out Project 2025? And also, we're going to talk about a relationship question. Why do men and women cheat? Why do they cheat? And there's a different type of cheating, like physical cheating, emotional cheating. What's what I'm saying? Do you want to be cheated on emotionally or physically? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get you there. We were listening to a show yesterday, young lady, and she was talking about how women. She was mostly talking about women not doing enough to keep their man, and a lot of women like that. A lot of men. So we're gonna talk about. We're not just gonna talk about women. We're gonna talk about both sides. Why do men and women cheat in general, y'all? So listen, y'all. We actually goes to our favorite. Please now, sir, share this live to your favorite group, your favorite friend, tag somebody, man, and just share these 2 hours with your boy. Like I say, the second hour, we got a testimony too to come up, man. Michael Armour coming on to talk about his story. Remarkable brother, I know the brother. So anyway, let's get to what?
The Overflow Everyday People Show. Let's get it.
Let's get to the theme music. I think iPhone users are kind of like trying to be like bougie people, in crowd type people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what I'm saying, man.
You about to step on the toe.
From the black women I see, they don't have that patience like that. You know what I'm saying? But white women, they'll take it on the chin.
Well, okay. Well, this is.
What's that? Any of y'all got the Trump Bible?
Or the shoes.
The man selling, the man. Let me tell you about Trump. One thing about Trump, he's a hustler, man. That boy Trump is a hustler. He will sell anything. A shoe, a stamp, a 3-cent lamp.
See, Nick, he took everything from me. I went from a place of living a life like this to oatmeal cookies.
No child born out of my loins will ever be born to poverty. That's what I'm working on right now.
Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. I'm your boy RL, and she's your girl,
Jenny.
And you are who you are, and we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please share this live. What's up? Just a shout out to Yvonne out there. Y'all, what's up? Y'all, it's your boy, the girl, man. We give y'all a shout out live. You know, we want to give y'all a shout out live. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. It seems like you sit up high. You sit up high. You look like a little child or something. You need to taste it out. Just see. I don't like this optics. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, drink it down a little bit.
I felt like my feet were too high. Going
Looking like a little shop dude in there. Morella Johnson, what's going on, Morella Johnson, y'all? Y'all go to Morella page and sign up for her class, man. Her business class. Y'all go sign up for Morella Johnson business class. And she got some good stuff talking about. The latest doing, she got her hand in so much stuff, man. I don't know what she do. But like I said, how you doing, cuz? You know, it's cuz. Nothing much. What's up? Yeah, nothing much. How are y'all doing? Y'all tuning in. We want to thank y'all for tuning in. We got a couple of things we want to talk about today. The first thing we're going to talk about is, do y'all feel burnt out, man, with all this politics stuff? I mean, everywhere you go, people are talking about politics, man, and Trump versus what's his name? Biden, Sleepy Joe, and Crazy Donald.
It's a lot going on both sides, and I feel like sometimes people are struggling more now because of this whole Project 2025 thing. So where they might have been leaning on this side, now they're like, well, no, maybe I need to go to the other side. So
people are leaning everywhere. Joe get up there, he can't speak, and Donald. I mean, it just. Do y'all remember when we used to go vote? We used to go vote, and then when we leave the polls, we just go back to our regular scheduled lives. And now this shit is a part of us every day. Every day, man, we got to hear about Trump. We got to hear about Biden. We got to hear about this every day, man. And it seems like we went from Obama to hell.
Yeah. It's consuming us, and
it is.
And it's stressful because it's in our thoughts, and we're more concerned, I think, now because it's in a place where our future is like going to be affected in like almost all areas, whether it's education, whether it's being a woman, whether it's people of color, LGTB community. Everybody's going to be affected in some kind of way, and I think there's nobody that won't have a concern.
And it's like everybody is against you got the blacks versus the white, you got the straight versus the gay, you got the men versus the women, you got the Republican versus the Democrats, you got the rich versus the poor. And I think this is all planned out. I think this is the devil is the author of confusion. And one person brought confusion to the American politics. And I'm not gonna say his name because I'm not trying to get people to vote either way. But we know who brought confusion to politics. We know who brought confusion to politics. And I go back and forth on social media with this lady, went to school with her. She's a conservative. She said the conservative way is the best way. And she's strong. It's almost like. And that's her business, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna vote for Trump to say if it was he's gonna want to just can of tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? don't give a damn if Joe Biden was laying in his coffin. I'm voting for Joe Biden over Donald Trump.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to tell people who to vote for. I just be trying to you can try to give people information, but you can't make people vote for who they want to vote for, because a lot of black people seem like black people think that they smart all of a sudden because they like Trump. I mean, damn, it's like you ain't doing nothing getting out the pot into the frying pan. Ain't now what them really did nothing for us,
right.
if you think about it.
And that's what I was going to say. The choices are not great. I mean, we're going to struggle on either side, whoever we vote for, because the options are just not good. They're not.
Yeah. So I didn't even ask y'all how was y'all 4th of July, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't even celebrate for. I just got right into it. So how was y'all 4th of July? We had 4th of July here. My son was in town. He wanted to do something for his mother's side of the family, so I obliged to open up the doors, and man, they had cheering all over the damn place. I'm like, they started shooting fireworks and almost blew somebody's house up. I'm talking about one of the big boom fireworks. I'm like, just landed right on somebody. Yeah, landed right on somebody's porch, and I had to go down the street. I'm like, these suckers, they don't know I have to stay in it. I have to stay in the subdivision. They gonna be gone, so I had to walk down there and had to talk to my neighbor. You know, we chopped it up and shook hands. And ironically, we had the same name. You know what I'm saying? So and the guy told me he had what you call it, when the servicemen come home, they got the
PTSD.
PTSD. He told me. Yeah, so he told me he had PTSD. I also had PTSD. So I said, man, this could be goddamn. We can go sideways right here. So I went down there like a neighbor should. Go down there, and just calm the waters, let him know and apologize for something I didn't do. And I wanted to do it, but that probably be the last. That probably be the last damn 4th of July celebration at my house. I haven't even cleaned up yet. The basement ain't even cleaned up yet. So I went down there to dump some water, and it was like mold and water. I mean, like I didn't even want to go down. So I'll clean the basement up another day, but I just clean the kitchen. Cleaning the kitchen was a mother. So how did y'all celebrate y'all 4th? I would like to know how y'all celebrated y'all 4th. Do y'all even celebrate the 4th of July? Because this is, we got some people don't celebrate the 4th of July.
Yeah.
You see those posts of people saying, 4th of July, like LIE.
Yeah.
4th of
I really do.
They have 4th of JU/LIE. I get it too, but it's just a time to chill for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a time we can chill. Get away, spend time with family. So how do y'all celebrate your 4th of July? I'll talk to you about that. Get in the comment with me now. Get in the comment now. Don't just let me watch it now. Because this is the everyday people show. That means this is not my show. This is your show. This is your show. Tell me how you celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how you celebrate the 4th of July. I was home chilling on the 4th and had to go to work Friday. Okay, a lot of people had to go to work the next day. Yeah, go to work the next day. You know what I'm saying? I hate it when you get those holidays.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those holidays that fall on like a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
Because you either gonna have to go to work before or after. You know what I'm saying? So
I understand.
I like those. Yeah.
I really suffer from experiencing that.
Yeah. I like when holiday fall on like a Monday or a Friday.
But I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of gives you an extended holiday, like a 4-day holiday instead of a 3-1 then back. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of times family try to shut it down early for the people who got to get up early. So
yeah. That's why I like those Miami holidays like Labor Day, Memorial Day.
You could do it on Sunday.
Yeah, that way you celebrate on Sunday and you still off that next day. You chill and get ready to go back to work. So anyway, let's get back to are y'all stressed out by the political scene in America? And I know I'm about stressed out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm about stressed out. It got to the point I don't watch world news like I used to. I don't watch world news every day like I used to.
I'm not. I won't say I'm stressed, but mentally, I have to say I think about politics more than I used to.
Yeah, I think
I don't ever recall like getting up every day wondering like what's gonna happen and then actually being ready to go vote. I went through a period, y'all. To be honest, I could have cared less to vote. I'm not saying I didn't vote, during the presidential elections in the past, but I didn't race to go. But this year, whether people say it makes a difference or not, like I'm already thinking about it.
Oh, so you voting?
I do vote, y'all. I do. But this year, it's just, and the stress part I get because it's already on my mind and it's still summer.
Yeah.
And I never would think about November and summer with voting.
So we got what, how many more months? 4 or 5 more months to go before we vote?
About 4.
4 months to go before we vote.
Yeah. I was thinking about it like last night and this morning. And I was like, why am I thinking about how much more time we have before we have to go vote? I've never done that before. So it's on my mind. Yeah.
I think it's on a lot of people's mind. A lot of people stressed out about who might win.
Right.
I think a lot of older black women, a lot of older black people are stressed out of the prospect of Trump winning.
Mm.
I mean, given everything, I've never seen a man do as much and get away with as much as I've seen him get away with. And I've seen some ruthless ass men in my lifetime.
This is America for you.
Yeah, so this is
what we've come to.
And you know what? And I really don't get it. For the life of me, I'm like, it's almost like, what the heck is going on in this country, man? And they want this man to be president so bad that they're willing to ignore all the stuff that he's been accused of, all the stuff that he said he did. He said he cracked women by the stuff. This man said this. This man is telling people what he's doing, and it makes you wonder why they want him to be president so bad that they're gonna ignore all the stuff that he's doing. 34 counts of felonies, sexual assault. The man has a sexual assault case.
This is white privilege.
Yeah, I mean,
Obama could have never.
No, this
in a million years.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is bigger than white privilege. This is something sinister going on.
I agree.
To where a man can do all this and tell you he can do all this, and he's doing all this, and nobody and people still are thinking about voting for him.
Well, there are people who they look at him as their God.
Never in my life have I seen. None of our lives have we seen this. I mean, we heard about Richard Nixon, but he quit. He resigned. He resigned because back then you couldn't do the shit that Trump doing now. So I don't get it. So a lot of people stressed out. So I stopped watching news. I stopped watching world news because that's all they're gonna talk about. Then Joe Biden get into the debate. Now everybody want to talk about you more concerned about a man who get older. He old. What y'all think he going? Y'all think he's the world's greatest speaker? The man 80-some years old. Y'all know he forget, if I forget stuff, he forget stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And I get the concern because you're talking about leading a country. So if you're already showing signs that you're kind of weak, come on, like another 2-3 years from now.
But have you ever walked in the room and say, "Damn, what I come in here for?"
Of course.
so if everyday people like our age can go in a room and say, "What I come in here for?" What makes us think he ain't gonna forget You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Forget his train of thought every now and then. The man don't get his train of thought because he's an old man.
And with that, each year that goes by is gonna get worse and worse.
Absolutely. So we got two old men, one of them crazy, one of them crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I would rather pick the one that may have a little cognitive issue than somebody going around doing stuff Trump has done. Like, I mean, it's criminal the stuff he's done.
It's
so
literally,
yeah,
literally criminal.
Yeah.
Sexual assault and
so it's not a hard decision.
Yeah.
It's just neither seems to be the best.
Neither, yeah, you're right. Neither decision is America is not in a good position. So we got a guy who seemed to be, you know, losing his train of thought more often. And we got a guy who seemed to be losing his marbles. Losing he don't go to the elevator. I mean, he don't have the bad cognitive, but he's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He got the mental issue. He got mental issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So having said that, Project 2025. What is Project 2020? We're gonna reach y'all a little bit about cause we're gonna try to do a little education on what Project 2025 is. Because I know a lot of people hear a lot about Project 2025. This is the Wikipedia definition of Project 2025.
All right. So it's not very lengthy, so I'm gonna read it really quick. It says Project 2025 is a collection of conservative and right-wing policy proposals from the Heritage Foundation to reshape the United States federal government and consolidate executive power should the Republican nominee, presumably Donald Trump, win the 2024 presidential election. The project asserts that the entire executive branch is under the direct control of the president under Article 2 of the U.S. Constitution and Unitary Executive Theory. It proposes reclassifying tens of thousands of federal civil service workers as political appointees in order to replace them with loyalists more willing to enable the next Republican president's policies. The project seeks to infuse the government and society with Christian values. Proponents have framed the plan as a means to dismantle a supposed vast, unaccountable government bureaucracy. Critics have characterized Project 2025 as an authoritarian Christian nationalist plan to transform the U.S. into an autocracy. Many legal experts have said it would undermine the rule of law, the separation of powers, the separation of church and state, and civil liberties, including the civil rights of women, persons of color, and the LGBTQ community. And Project 2025 envisions widespread changes to the government, particularly economic and social policies, and the role of the federal government and its agencies. The plan proposes taking partisan control of the Department of Justice, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Department of Commerce, the Federal Communications Commission, and the Federal Trade Commission, dismantling the Department of Homeland Security and sharply reducing environmental and climate change regulations to favor fossil fuel production. It's a lot of things, but that's just the gist of it. They're just going to try to control. It's going to take control over everything. Everything.
Yeah, that is the plan. If Trump wins, that is the plan. I'm seeing it now with the Supreme Court justices.
Right.
They're not behaving like Supreme Court justice is supposed to behave. Supreme Court justice don't supposed to be on nobody's side. But for the Supreme Court justice to come out and say that a president has immunity if that don't let y'all know right now that these people are up to something very sinister. They let Trump appoint. He appointed 3. You got a one-term president appoint 3 Supreme Court justices. Do y'all understand what that means? That means they're going to do everything that they are told to do. They told them we want to repeal Roe versus Wade. They repeal Roe versus Wade. Do y'all see what Project 2025 going to do? These are all the things that they're going to take to the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court going to okay it because they outnumber the people who lean right, who lean left, are the neutral people. You know what I'm saying? These people are headstrong. They're strong Republican. You got one justice. He's flying the United States flag upside down. He blamed his wife for it. Then of course we got Uncle Ruckus on there. Playing the top of Uncle Ruckus. His wife was with the insurrection people. His wife, she was with the insurrection people. Do y'all get what's going on? And of course, the other guy, of course, what his name, Kavanaugh, he raped the woman while he was in college and all that, but still got on the bench. So the people who's supposed to uphold the law are the ones who breaking the laws. The presidents and Supreme Court justices. These are the people who are lawless that we supposed to be looking up to, that we both have in place to prevent all this stuff. But we bring in a 34-time convicted felon to the office, a sexual offender to the office. How are you talking about a land, the land of the law, and when you bring in criminals into the office?
Right.
To me, it just don't make no sense. And Project 2025 is, like they said, they're gonna. And I classify myself as a Christian, but I don't want to force people to believe in what I want to believe.
I mean, this is going to be really challenging because it's going to affect education too as well. Like they're trying to actually do away with the Department of Education. Like they don't want us to be teaching the things that we normally taught over the years. They want to either do away with it or transform it.
What are y'all thoughts? Y'all give us some comments now. Y'all chop it up with your boy. This is the Everyday People Show. If you're an everyday person like me, come on, chop it up with me. What are y'all thoughts on Project 2025 and the election thing, period, man? Like I say, I classify as a Christian. That means Christianity means you just believe in Christ. That's all Christianity means. It don't mean nothing else. You don't believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in Jesus Christ, but I don't believe people should be forced.
See, this is the thing. The whole time we're talking, I'm thinking, this is the thing. When they're saying Christian values based on that, it's to pull people to vote that probably would not vote.
Absolutely. That's a trick.
Right. And they're using that. And so, whereas most people would vote for Biden, that's the bait, you know what I'm saying, to get them to vote for Trump. So, I'm nervous.
My thing is Christian values. So a Christian got to say, okay, they got my values, I'm going to vote for them.
Right.
Yeah, but to me, but as a Christian, I don't want people, I think it's genuine when you force people to share your values.
Yeah. And whether it's forced or not, it's just still the whole process of just baiting people. And I'm nervous if he wins, what's going to happen. Not so much all of the project stuff going into place, but just even the uproar. I just think something bad is gonna happen. It's just me. I just think if he wins, something's gonna happen.
Well, he said if he don't win, it's gonna be something bad gonna happen. He said it's gonna be a bloodbath. If he don't win, it's gonna be a bloodbath. So we are in a position to where if anybody win, they're gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? Because
and that's the concern.
That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people, I think, are stressed about this. We got a rematch of two old goats.
Yeah.
One goat, one old goat, and one crazy old goat. We got a rematch, and it's going to come down to the policies. And Project 2025 is something that if Trump wins, they're going to implement all these changes. They even got something now to where they're going to take all the government leaders who don't agree with Trump. They're going to remove them and replace them with lawyers. And remember, they can do this because the Supreme Court just said the president have immunity as long as he's doing it within the confines of the presidency office. He can do whatever the hell he wants. So I just think, why Biden just don't go? Since they gave the president this immunity, why don't he just go ahead and say, A president can't be, you can't be a felon to be president. And this thing I don't like about Democrats, they come across as weak because they don't play the same game. They be trying to play like nice people.
Right.
And sometimes you can't be nice all the time. You know, my mom used to say to me, if somebody hits you, you hit them back. You know what I'm saying? So you pick up something and bust them. And my mama used to say to me, that's how we dealt with bullies. That's how we dealt with bullies back in our days. Pick up something and bust them in the damn head.
And the thing is I get the whole idea of that, but this is the time for that. Like, we're in a time where you gotta fight fire with fire. So it's not, we're in a whole different climate with the politics.
Oh yeah.
Just the state of the world in general. It's gonna be different. And I think people are having anxiety behind it. Like I said, I'm not surprised, but I'm just amazed at how a lot of young people stressing about it.
Yeah.
Like, I know people in my family that's young, their friends are talking about it, like they're actually having conversations about it. So
Yeah, but because it's their future.
Right.
This Project 2025 thing could set, once they put this in motion, it could be a while before they reverse it.
If it can be reversed.
Because one thing about the Supreme Court justices, these are lifetime appointments. These people got to die to lead the Supreme Court justice. And that's one thing I think they also need to get rid of. Like, it shouldn't be no lifetime nothing.
Right.
Because these people are proving that this is not just a justice, this is a political appointment. The Supreme Court justice has become a political appointment on both sides. I ain't gonna lie. It's on both sides, but definitely more dangerous on the Republican side because they are acting on their power. You know, nobody would have never thought they would say president had immunity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that don't even make no damn sense. Like, and the thing about it, we know it don't make sense.
Right.
We know it don't make sense. People who vote for Trump know it don't make sense. But it seems like we in our trench and don't nobody want to listen to nothing. So everybody just stay put. Everybody's just gonna stay in their spot.
Right.
But we see what's going on. We see where the disruption is coming from. We see what side the disruption is coming from. How did we go from Obama to this?
It's crazy. It's crazy because I remember when Trump and Hillary, they were all running. That was like the first season where I felt like conflicted. Like, I'm standing there, like, who do I vote for? Like, while I'm standing there trying to figure it out. And there was a time when you just go, you already know who you're gonna vote for without even thinking about it. But it's like this whole process of choosing the lesser of the two evils. And now it's gotten so bad that it's like, is it the lesser of the two? Maybe, but they both, like I said, the options are just not good on either side. But it takes a lot more thought now instead of just saying I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat, because I think there's going to be confusion. There may be people who would never vote Democratic on a Democratic ticket that is a Republican. They might now. You just never know because it's too much. It's too many different things happening that brings about a concern where you might have voted on one side and now you're going to switch to the other side because of the stuff that's pending.
All right, y'all. So I'm getting stressed out there talking about it. So y'all do y'all research. So do your research on Project 2025. You can put it up on Instagram. You can put it up anywhere, man. There's a lot of people talking about Project 2025 and the changes that the Republicans are going to implement if they win the White House. And you know, they already got the Supreme Court justice, and now they just need a president in who can push it on through. I mean, they write that in, man. It's close. They write that edit. And they going for it.
And it's
going for it.
It's not like it's not as we would read it, but it's over
900 pages of it.
It's so many layers.
A lot of stuff like, and you see what they're doing in Louisiana. They put the 10 Commandments. They forcing them to put the 10 Commandments in there. And people will say, "You're a Christian. Why you don't like that?" Because I don't want to force my God on nobody. I want people to look at me and see my God. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's lazy Christianity. I think those are people who agree with it are lazy Christians because they would rather force God on somebody than to be the beacon so people can see who God really is.
Yeah, and my thought on it is, it doesn't bother me that they will have it in schools. What bothers me is that they're using that. I think they're using it for political reasons, and it's not spiritually.
And they always talking about the Constitution. It violates the Constitution because it's not separating church and state. It's obviously not separating church and state. They did that for a reason. They did that because people don't serve the same God.
Well, that lets you know it's an agenda for it. It's not.
It's an agenda. It's the Christian nationalism. They are not real Christians. They're not real. They're not spiritually filled people.
The motive is wrong.
The motive is wrong. They're not spiritually filled people. They're not filled with the Holy Ghost. They're just filled with words, stuff they read, things that they think should work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think God is in it. And this is my opinion. And if y'all talk to you, boy, man, y'all got an opinion, we'll flash across the screen. But anyway, we gonna move over this. Y'all, like I said, y'all research Project 2025 after this show. What are we gonna talk about now? We was listening to
A young lady.
This young lady. Yeah, well, she's not a young lady. She was an older lady. She looked short. Yeah, one of them older ladies with gray hair and stuff like that. But she was a cute lady. Yeah, she had a lot to say. And she was mainly talking about women who men cheat, and women allow the door to be open for their men to cheat because they're not doing the things that the other woman would do.
That they charge.
You know what I'm saying? So the question is, what drives people? So I don't want to just make this about the women. I want to make this about the men too. Because if you do a show about talk about women, they gonna come at you, but so I got to broaden this relationship to both men and women. So why?
Because I will say this before you say anything else. You'd be surprised how it's universal. What causes a man to cheat, a lot of times it's the same reason why women cheat.
I know it's universal, you know what I'm saying? But I think, sometimes they say women cheat on emotions.
I guess.
So you don't think there's a double standard of cheating, standard of why people cheat like men?
I would say this: women probably are more prone to cheat on that thing, on the emotional part, as opposed to the physical. I'm not saying that they wouldn't cheat on a physical level, but I think a lot of times we're more prone to, I guess, as women, to cheat on an emotional level. It's not so much about, physically he looked good, let me go run out here.
More so than men, right?
I would say more so because everybody does.
And I'll speak for the men. I would say I think men are more likely to be a physical thing. Like, damn, she look good.
Right.
I want that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. We want it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think women going out there saying, "Fine, I want him now."
And
you know what I'm saying?
We're exempt from that, but we're not.
No, we're not exempt. Yeah. There's always exception to the rule. There's always. I'm talking about women and men. When I say woman, I'm talking about a woman who got it all together. Yes. I ain't talking about what Santa Claus be saying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about them. I ain't talking about them type right there. They gonna do that anyway. You know what I'm saying? They do it for that reason. You know, I'm talking about I'm talking about real women, working women. They in the church. I mean, what else? You know what I'm saying? They got careers. You know what I'm saying? They got something going on. They got something going on for themselves. That's what I call women. In the same on both sides of the men. Men who got something going on. They working hard. They you know what I'm saying? They come home. They work hard. They pay the bills. They do what a man supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to a relationship, you know, they'll creep up.
Right.
They'll creep up.
And I think some of what she was saying, which I was really understanding just from people I've talked to, understanding being a person myself. Um, when you don't have friendship and within your relationship, a lot of times that can be a factor. You know, she had talked about when you're just not friends, meaning, okay, I can come to you and talk to you about how my day was beyond, oh, work was okay. Like, well, what happened at work? You know, you seem like you're kind of in a different place today, like something bad happened. Like, just instead of just a routine, how's your day? And, you know, hey, okay. It's being a person's friend because that's the foundation for beyond the romantic part of a relationship because that has its place. But you're partnering up with somebody, so you have to be their friend. And when that friendship isn't there, you're not going to share what's happening with you.
And, another thing she said is you have to like your mate.
Yes.
And first, I'm like, what you mean you like your mate? You with somebody, you got to like them, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's a difference between loving somebody and liking somebody. You know what I'm saying? You can love somebody, but and not really be like them. You know what I'm saying? Like a friend. Like I say, when you like somebody, you want to be in their space. You want to be in their space when you like somebody because you like them. You know what I'm saying? But if you just love somebody, it seems like it's just a job or something like that. Yeah. I just love you.
Almost like family.
Yeah, kind of like family. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kind of like family. You love
the romance piece.
Without the romance, you know, you love your family, but it's a family when you want to be around. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a family you don't like, but you love them. You'll go to war with them. You know what I'm saying? But you don't like them, but it's family. You know what I'm saying? So that was good. That was a good analogy. So y'all talk to your boy and girl, man. Y'all feel free to comment in the comment section. We would love to know what y'all think, y'all. This is a conversation we had. This is the conversation we had that we would love to have with y'all because I know what other people think about stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just like to know what people think about stuff. So the topic is what drives people to cheat, or are there different types of cheating? Are there different types of cheating?
Yes, like what we were saying, the physical, where a man typically will see another. No. Typically. Careful. Where, you know, he may see someone else that looks attractive to him and he'll go for it and won't, you know, have a thought about it. But this is the thing. You have to be mature in that situation, whether you're a man or a woman, to say, am I the person that I'm with? Are we friends? So do I really care about this person? Would I want to hurt them? Because when you're friends with somebody and you like them beyond the whole, okay, I love you thing, you're not going to want to hurt them because you care about them. So you'll have a sense of restraint where you have your thoughts, you know, you may walk away, but you know down the line that's not something you really want to do. I think when you're in a situation where you're really not friends, it's probably easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't speak for a man, but even if a woman was to decide to do that for the physical reasons, you know, in your mind, you're always thinking, how do I feel about the person I'm with, to be able to even step out there like that. And so with the emotional cheating, that comes from lots of neglect. Like a lot of neglect that ain't even necessarily about sex. It can be mental, like, and emotions all tied together, and it could be spiritual. It's not even necessarily about sex. You can have sex every night, but if that person is not in tune with you, they don't listen to you. Women sometimes have a complaint, I'm not heard. Men have a complaint, she don't listen to me, and it has all these different variables. But when it's all said and done, it's a neglect and a misunderstanding there, lack of communication, and then you have this thing brewing in this person that's like, my needs aren't being met in that department. So yeah, I love this person, I'm attracted to them physically, but then my inner stuff is not being fed and, you know, stimulated, you know, so now there's this emotional connection you have with somebody else. Yeah. And that's where the friendship part to me comes into play in your relationship, because you can have all that you're supposed to. It just doesn't make sense to not, in my thoughts.
Because most men are more likely they don't cheat on each other. I think the workplace is the biggest cheating ground. I mean, for either or.
I don't know.
For either or. I mean, I ain't gonna say by experience. I'm gonna say you.
No, I'm saying you said
it's,
men, so that's why I'm laughing because I've never heard that before, but I get it.
I'm willing to bet you if we check the stat, if you Google it and say where cheating takes place at the most, you can Google it now. Google it now. Google it now and say where does cheating normally take place? I'm willing to bet you. Hey, how you doing, Katrina? What's up, Rodney? Yeah, family. Yeah, family, man. You can love family and don't like family, right? That's the fact, bro. Yeah, Google. I'm gonna bet you Google it. Most cheating happen in the workplace. Most cheating happen in the workplace. I mean, I'm gonna bet you it's in the top 2 or 3. You know.
Let's see. Okay. People that they already know well, like friends, co-workers, So yeah, co-workers is second on there.
Second on the list. In the reason why, and like the lady said last night, because the reason why, because what did they do? She's still talking about Project 2025. What she said, Project 25, this is no joke. The project would take Americans back to Handmaid's Tale, period. No respect for any minorities and women. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right about thank you, Cynthia, for your comment. Thank you, Katrina, Roger Rich, Yvonne. But we on this cheating thing now. So like I said, most of the cheating don't take place on the job. And because you know why? Because a lot of I'm just gonna say, you can say men. A lot of women are sending their men to work with no lunch. And it's a chick, a chicken, she gonna say, you want me to bring you something back? It's a man, it's like she cares. She cares if I eat or not. You know what I'm saying? She cares if I eat or not. And I know a lot of people say that's so small and immature.
Well, I get it because it's about neglect. So and I'm not saying a person can have a day where they're just, they're not all lined up to just say all the right things, do all the right things. We're allowed a day or 2, But think about it like this: some women, they'll dress up, they look really nice. Their guy won't say, or their husband won't say, you look beautiful, I like your hair, and then they go to work, and then their boss come in and be like, you look good today. It's the same thing. It's kind of like, oh, okay. But again, it's about the care. And I think the lady was really focusing on when she was talking about the women, are you caring for your man? And vice versa, because it's about caring, meaning the little things. Because as much as we want to look at the big things, like, oh, he paid bills, oh, well, she cooked, but it's the little things. You know what I'm saying? That
you know what I think the biggest misconception women have of men?
What is it?
You know how women always want to be complimented on stuff? They don't think we want to be complimented on how we look. When we get that haircut, we want you to say, hey, baby, you looking hot today. We want the same stuff y'all want. But the mistake y'all make is thinking the mistake y'all make when y'all make it about yourself. And I think women make too much about a relationship about them.
Yeah. Say women and men, not you all.
Well, I'm speaking for the men.
I know.
When you speak for the women. But I'm speaking for the men. No, I'm not a woman. I can't speak for the women. I can't tell you how y'all feel. You have to tell me how majority of y'all might be feeling. You know what I'm saying?
If I say y'all men, I'm not going to say that because that's including you. I'm not going to say that. I'll just say men.
No, that's not what I said. I'm not going to say you. I said
y'all.
You're a woman, so I'm going to say y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, when you get the mic, you speak for the women. When I get the mic, I'm speak for the men. You know what I'm saying? I think women think men don't want to be appreciated with vanity.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's sad because
you think we can have that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's sad for the neglect.
You think I'm at the gym little too. Shit. You better tell me before that girl in jail tell me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And vice versa.
Exactly.
If the chest sticking out, you gotta say, oh, well, you looking good, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Because see, here's the thing. Because when the other woman said, she affirming him. And a lot of people think stuff like that men don't like because he's soft, he likes stuff like that. Why he worried about how he look? It's not that he worried about how he look. He worried about how he looked to his woman.
Exactly.
It ain't that he wanted from another woman. He want his woman to appreciate his, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I like you too, baby. Right. Your nails nice. Shit, what about you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. It's like it's almost like you could group it all and say, when that's why I said universal, it's the same thing. It's like it's where neglect comes in to either with the compliment.
But let me say this before you get into it. But on the woman's side, it seems like it's automatic that we tell you how nice. It seems like that's like an automatic thing. It's automatic for me to go around and open the door for you. It's automatic. See, it's an automatic stuff that we know. We know that we know we got to keep y'all lifted and telling you how pretty you look, and when you go, we spend $250 for your hair. Damn right, it better look good. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're right. I know what you're trying to say. What you're trying to say is there's this idea that's put out that it's expected for men only to compliment women. And I don't agree with that because I'm very complimenting, of a man. It's more about because I think when you compliment, it's you saying, I see you, I noticed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a back and forth thing with that, but I just think that it is like you're saying, it's expected women to get the compliments over the man.
Now it's not like we sit around pouting because we don't. But what I'm saying, if another woman do it boosts your ego up. And the last thing you want is another woman to boost your ego.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying?
It goes both ways,
You're right.
Because I know when you don't get complimented.
But like what I just said, it's almost if she got a man, she gonna get some compliments. Mm-hmm. Trust me. Mm-hmm. I ain't talking about no boys. I ain't talking about dudes sitting around playing video games. I ain't talking about no dudes. I'm talking about the working men. I'm talking about the working mature men. She gonna get compliments from him. But is it gonna reciprocate? You know what I'm saying? To what she, you know what I'm saying, praising him about how he cool. You know what I'm saying? You call it nice. You watch the car, you got that thing shining, boy. You spit shining that thing. And every little stuff like that man love. He thinking that make a man think, damn, you thinking about it. You noticing what I'm doing. You notice what I'm doing.
And so this goes to the question.
No, I want to see you watch my car. You should tell my car. I know some women do that. Oh, you gonna go watch your car? Don't watch my car. My car look, baby. Then when you say that, baby, your car look good. Then when I was saying, give me your keys, then we're gonna do yours like this. See, y'all don't know how to give. Y'all don't know how to keep. Y'all don't know how to treat. Y'all don't know what make a man tick. See, that's what make a man tick. Don't tell him that he should have watched your car too. Tell him his car look nice. He did a hell of a job. He got to come in and say, well, damn, my girl look good too. So I'm giving you a key, then you go watch your car. I'm trying to teach y'all women how to work this, how to twerk us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the thing. It's a lot of women that do know.
I said a lot of women, but most of them, I'm gonna be honest about it. Most women don't. Most women, when you go get your car shined up and you come home, she gonna say, why you didn't do mine? She gonna say, be honest about it. Most women gonna say, why you didn't wash my car? She ain't gonna tell you how good your car look. Not knowing that gonna make you, they're gonna have another reaction of you wanting her car look good. Cause they gonna make you feel bad. My car look good, I'm good, come But once you say, man, you should have washed my car too. You put a negative, it's a negative vibe. You put that negative vibe in the atmosphere. And I don't know how to respond to that. But the only way I respond to that is shut the hell up and say I'll do it tomorrow, because I don't even want to do it then, I'll do it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man, because you can't hit me like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it tomorrow then.
You on fire.
Look, y'all, I'm just keeping it real.
No, you should.
And this is what
we gotta keep in mind the reasons why. And so you're passionate about it. I get it, because it's about, again, like I say, that huge N word, neglect, because women go through it too. And it's so funny that you talk about the car thing, because sometimes a woman, she can be with a man and just say he does just wash his car and don't wash hers. If she don't say nothing, she'll go wash her own car if she's not tripping about it. But then she can be washing her car, and then the dude will pull up and the car wash will be like, why your man ain't washing your car? Why you washing your own car? And it'd be stuff like that drive a woman to be like, well, he saw it dirty, but he didn't offer to wash it. So, she may not have a conversation with the guy, but she's thinking that in her head. Men compliment women too, like, oh, your car, you got that car, looks good, baby girl. They'll say stuff like that. So men and women go through similar experiences with the same type stuff. And the question is, why do people cheat? It's neglect, taking people for granted, and not really remembering the person from the beginning. Who did I meet? Do I just decide because 5 years done gone by and I'm gonna just be slack and not tell my man he look good? Like, he put his suit on, or just when he walked by, just, pat him on the back, stuff like that, and just to acknowledge, it's a huge thing that comes with why people cheat. It's just neglect and lack of communication and just misunderstanding and ignoring people. Like, when you ignore who you with, that's a huge problem, because then you don't feel like you're paid attention to. It's not like you a baby, like, oh, I need you to watch me 24/7. But it's like, if I'm feeling sad, do you notice? You know what I'm saying? If you're frustrated, can I ask you, are you okay? Because sometimes, people at the times when they're not in a good place, they don't want to talk. And so it's about understanding, like, when I ask you something, or when I see you in a place, whether you're happy or you're sad or you're frustrated, can I even talk to you? You know what I'm saying? Can we communicate? And can you share with me instead of running to somebody else? And you know what I'm saying? Because that's where the emotional cheating comes in, because a woman or a man, because I'm gonna keep it.
I mean, emotional cheating is kind of like
with women, more with women.
I mean, a man can have emotional cheating too, but like let's say it's built up over time. Like a woman, she keep complimenting you, and you're like, damn, thank you. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of men cheat at work, because women at work, they have time to work on their man. They got time to compliment him. Man, you're looking good, but I like what you know what I'm saying. I'm going to lunch. You want me to bring you something back? Right. You sit there and you ain't got no lunch. Your old lady didn't pack you no lunch. And that seems like, and that's caring. Men like people who care. Men like people who care about them. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say, women like people who care. I'm not saying women don't like people who care. What I'm trying to say, men will fall into a trap before we even know it. Because if a woman neglects her man, another woman can work on him and he don't even know he getting worked on. Okay. And before you know it, you don't fail for that woman, because she being a woman that your woman should have been. You know what I'm saying?
And again,
but physically, she can just say, "Come on, let's go in the parking lot and do something." And we go out there doing something in the parking lot. And that's not emotional. They're just something big. And I ain't even thinking about you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But when a woman gets you emotional, you thinking about her while you're at home. Man.
Right. And again,
I wonder what brother gonna get me for lunch tomorrow. You know?
And again, it's just something that happens with women and men, because women go through the same thing. So I guess what I was trying to preface it with is that it's really no different on either side. The only difference I would say is that men probably are more prone to cheating on a physical level than it would be emotional. So I think with the emotional thing, I think that swings the same both ways, because women go through it too. So you've spoken for the men, so I'm gonna speak for the women now. it's really, I can't really even offer anything different other than to echo what you're saying. A woman goes through the same thing. Her man is not paying attention to her in any shape, form, or fashion, whether it's how she look, and it ain't even about looks. Someone just cut that part out because that's more on the shallow level. But we're talking about like if a woman is sad and she's feeling some kind of way, she want to talk, but just say her husband doesn't want to, or her boyfriend doesn't want to listen to her, and he just disregards like her feelings. Well, she'll carry that with her, and whether it's at work or whether it's one of her friends that call, like what's wrong with you, and they pick up on it, and they may share with that person what they should have been able to share with their husband. You see what I'm saying, or their boyfriend. So that's where the emotional, cheating can come in. Like I say, on both sides. I don't want to cater to one sex or the other, but I just think since the question is why do people cheat, I think for me, what I'm trying to say is that I think the reasons are pretty much the same. It's just lack of care for that person that's feeling how they're feeling. Nobody wants to feel like the person that they're with doesn't care about who they are, how they feel, what's going on with them. A person should always feel comfortable to say, you know what, when I get off work, I can rush home, tell my guy, tell my girl how I'm feeling and what's going on with me, instead of them just like ignoring, or when you want to talk, they just shut you down. You know what I'm saying? So neglect is just, I think, so many, it covers so many reasons why people cheat. And again, this is about why people cheat, not necessarily men and women. But we do understand that men probably cheat more on a physical level quicker than maybe a woman, because we can hold it down. We can hold it down, but I think with women, if the neglect becomes gross neglect, we'll transfer the emotional to physical, and that's when it's real bad.
Yeah.
That's when it's dangerous when a woman does that.
I think for the most part, a woman gotta like you. She gotta feel you to mess with you. She ain't a woman just finna just see a dude and just sit there and he fine and let's hit. But a dude more likely he'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Man, look at you, girl, man, on the girl.
Yeah, and I can speak for a woman. You as far as like to a large degree, you are correct. It has to be emotional first. And then if she's really in a bad place with who she's with, it's gonna cross over beyond emotions. It's the conversation gonna lead to physical, and so that's a bigger monster than just we having conversations because you hear me. You know what I'm saying? So
Angelo Bowie said, "What if you tell a person what you like and they just want to try to fix it? What if you tell a person what you like and they just want to try to fix it? What if you? So I don't know. He's saying. What is it?
It says, what if you feel? Oh no. What if you tell a person what you like and they just won't try to fix it? I think when you're dealing with somebody, and I want to make sure I'm understanding, if they don't want to try to fix it, are you saying they don't want to try?
Yeah, I'm guessing if you tell somebody what's on your mind, and they won't even try to fix it.
So when a person doesn't try to fix it, that can be a scary place.
Thanks for the question, Angela.
That can be a scary place because then if you're a person that wants to do the right thing, you'll choke up, and you won't. If you have good character and integrity, you're gonna be a person like that will be stuck in a place where they're like, I'm telling them what the problem is. They don't want to do their part to try to fix it. So where does it lead me? And I think that that's a really hard place, and that's when decisions have to be made. Everybody doesn't agree with counseling, so I'm not suggesting that. But I think that when you see that a person is stubborn and they don't want to try to fix it, it really does put you in a bad place where you may have to decide, especially if it's ongoing and it's just redundant. Then that's when you have to sometimes make hard decisions and say, I may need to leave this person. And it can be difficult if you're married because, you've invested maybe years, time, with growing a family and stuff like that. But if it's never fixed, it won't ever get better. And stubbornness is not a good thing especially when you're trying to say, hey, this is what I feel is happening. People, you have to be able to hear each other out. And that can open up the door for help, to get things in a better place. But if a person just is stubborn and don't want to try to fix it, then sometimes you got to make a decision and move on. And that's not always easy, but sometimes it's for the best.
Yeah, because you did your part. You let it be. You didn't just go out and just do something,
right,
and then come back and say, "Well, you make me feel this way." If you communicate with somebody, you telling them what's killing you, what the problem is you have with them, then you let them tell you what's going on with them. Then if y'all can't work it out, like you said, if y'all probably closer to the end, then you know what I'm saying. Then you probably want to be. So, and I wouldn't say I think that's to me, and you said it's a bad thing, bad place. I think that's a good place when you know what somebody's saying.
Well,
not that you don't, not that you want the relationship to end, but at least you're not in a relationship where you guess. You know this person, you know this person know what's on your mind, and they refuse to change. So they give you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it's just a bad place when you really love the person and you want to work it out. It feels bad, but then there's always the silver lining. It just means you need to move on, and then that God has someone better in store for you. Not that the person is better, but it's just a better situation that fits who you are.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Thank you for the question, man. If y'all have anything y'all want us to talk about next show, listen, this is the Everyday People Show, man. If y'all doing something, y'all got a business, anything y'all want to come on and talk about, we'll feature y'all on the show. We'll be glad to do that. And today is also so I encountered the guy, one of my homeboys, Michael Moore, man. He told me he watched the show, and he would like to come on and do a testimony. So then we never did a show where somebody just came on and just gave a testimony about their life, man. And I was saying, like, hold on, we never did a testimony. But why not? Because you know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. I think testimonies is what get people through, man. And listen, who am I to tell a man, look, you can't come on the Everyday People Show and talk about your testimony. I'd be thinking about turning down, you know what I'm saying? So
it's a part of uplifting.
It's a part of uplifting, yeah. It's a part of uplifting. So without further ado, we got a testimony, y'all, today. And if y'all got any questions as he's talking, y'all want to ask him a question, y'all come on and do it, man. So today is Testimony Tuesday. And today is Michael Moore's story, man. Michael Moore, we bring it to the stage. Mike, what's up, my brother?
Hey, what's good, my brother, man? It's a blessing to be here, man. Glory to God Almighty, man. It's a blessing. We came so far, still got so far to go, and I'm so proud of you, my brother. And thank you for the opportunity.
We appreciate you, man.
Yes. You hear me pretty good right there, brother?
Yeah, I heard it too, man. So what made you want to come on and do a testimony today, man? This our first testimony ever. So this might be something. It's like the start of something big, man. We can implement into the show. So what makes you want to come on and do a testimony?
Okay, what made me come on and want to do a testimony? I know we survived by our testimony, and I can remember like back in the days, man, you were one of the big brother I never had, that I got in a lot of trouble when I was young, made a lot of mistakes, and I repented a lot, and then you were one of the brother that kept me encouraged, and iron sharpen iron. That's why I'm speaking on that. But my testimony, I had many testimony, but I just wanted to give God the glory, and listen to what He's telling me to do, and hoping that it can be able to reach someone, and they can know that God's still in the miracle business and in the blessing business. He always on time. Yeah. And
you got it. Go ahead. You
that testimony, it bring me, yes, I just want to, I want to let you know how good God is. I want the people to know not to, give up on your dreams and your goals. You know, I left the city about, this part of my testimony. I left the city about, I'll say, a good 5 years ago, and all the things I went through, you know, being gangsed out, you know, people have, you know, tried to kill me through my life and stuff like that. But I'm just want to show the goodness of God, how when God got something for you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and any tongue that speak against you in the time of judgment will be condemned. So I'm just so most thankful that I survived what I went through, you know, life and death situation. That's just one of them, like escaping Atlanta and then being able to come back to give my testimony. And by you being my brother, not only like in this realm, but in the physical realm and spiritual realm, God helped put your platform on my heart and then speak out. And I'm more grateful for this opportunity. But it's been a journey, you know, from being kidnapped, you know, to catching certain people and then saying who sent you, and they telling on the people. So, you know, it just been a testimony. You know, I had left Atlanta 5 years ago and went toward north, you know, to pursue my career, my talents, and my gift. First of all, I'm Michael Armour. I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia. All my life, I was born and raised in Perry home, and raised all over the city. Bankhead Court, Hollywood Court, born home. My mom got her first apartment in Hollywood Court. I had a rap group called the Ghetto Thugs. I've been shot in my head twice. I've been on life support. I have been through a lot of mental issues, but God taught me how to fight my mental by, you know, I make copper jewelry and it get rid of all my pain, and I've been healing from that. Also, I've been a prayer warrior. I remember when I used to go to church with you, brother, in Bankhead, and I used to perform, do gospel raps. I already changed my life back then. I ain't gonna say it was the surrounding, but I wouldn't change anything because I see God used all that to make me into the person I'm becoming now. I still have gift, I still have talents, have gift of healing, making healing jewelry, making oil. You know, it's like once I left certain areas where God told me not to be at, things started uplifting for me. You know, my pain and my mess became a message and a blessing for me. And I'm so grateful and thankful for the people that God put in my life to make me become a better man, no matter how old I became. You know, I never lost my goals and my dreams. I've been talked about. I said I never, you know, people say I never mountain, and they say I wouldn't live to see a certain age, but God proved them wrong. So I just wanted to tell my testimony that anything possible, and God is good all the time, and anything you ask for, He will be on time. Long as it ain't in vain and it ain't to go against people, you know, to hurt them. I want to say He's still in the miracle business, and just by the impact power that I have, I noticed people who probably have the same like impact power that are pray against my powers that God have given me. I pray for them that they can learn to love unconditional and be happy for people when God ready to use them. I'm one of the one God ready to use. I'm a changed man, whether people see it or not. But I'm so grateful that I got away so I can come back and share my testimony because it wasn't easy. And I just want to let people know that you can. I'm a prayer warrior. First of all, we can pray together, start praying together, and let God bring out the best in us. You know, I'm one of His favorite, and you know, He said He have no respect for person. He love us all the same. And I'm just so grateful to know the love of God, and I'm still learning. I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. And I just want to be a part of what God got going on. Put Him first, and then the people He put in my life, I can be able to, you know, pray with people, help build and not destroy. And we can continue to just let God's favor show over us. And I have just to, I have been to prison a couple of times. God delivered me from that. I went to prison. I had got shot in my head. I ended up in prison. I got my ear pulled, shot off. I had ended up getting my eye pulled out. It was so much, I was delivered from cancer. Um, I had an accident before I left and got ready to leave Atlanta to where they wanted to catheter my leg, but I also have a plate in my leg to where God let me save my leg. I had a piece of copper. They used the copper pipe to put in my leg to save my leg. That's why I dance so much, because it helped me fight my mental health. It helped me, keep me moving, keep me young, and keep me, enthusiastic. And this one reason I want to tell my testimony, because God is using me. Most of the youth, they listen. I go out and do motivational speak. I speak to the homeless. I speak for the elders. Speak up for children with autistic. Go into hospitals and go pray for the sick. And I'm getting results, and that's one thing. God give me results, even to this situation. It was hell trying to get here, but God proved that all things are possible, and I believe it. I'm learning to believe more and more what God say about me and about us, to know that all things are possible when you can put them first. My brother, you a living witness, I'm a living witness. I had a talk with you before anything took off successful. We were already successful just by believing in God, but he proved that he is who he say he is, how he have worked in our life. I come back to the city because I know God had something in the store, and also for all y'all prayer warriors. My son, he was on life support, but he's improving, and I thank for all the prayers. That's one reason I had come down and I pray with my son every other day. I go and visit him, and I'm getting results. And I thank y'all for prayers, and that's a part of my testimony. And God got me writing books now. I'm writing testimony books, prayer books, and willing to work with anybody who give me an opportunity and a chance, because it's my favorite now. It's my time now, and I'm willing to help any and everybody, And I thank my brother. I thank you, brother, everyday people, for just the opportunity, and you listening to God and listening to your heart, and I truly believe many more, plenty more opportunities on the way. Yes, you're welcome, my brother. And I'm just grateful to be here. Anything, yes, that's all. Yes.
We kind of got like a delay in the sound, but it's okay. We'll keep talking through it. But we appreciate you for coming on too, man. Like I said, when you first came to me, I'm like, we ain't never did a testimony, so this is something totally different. This is a totally different area we're going into. Maybe it's something we need to do more often. Let people come on and give a testimony. And we appreciate you for coming on.
Yes.
I want to ask you one question before you move on. I want to ask you, at what point, doing all the things that you went through, what was your point where you say, okay, enough is enough? You know what I'm saying? What was your turning point? What incident became your turning point?
Okay, my turning point was enough is enough. When everybody lose their grandmother, that kind of let the family started going their own ways and stuff like that. And when you started losing loved ones and your homeboys and family members started, leaving out your life, and people you growed up with that you looked up to, and then you started going, getting incarcerated and going to jail. Enough is enough, and that was like really one of my turning points. And certain environments that I know that God had put on my heart to change people. See, my turning point came when I started not seeing my loved ones and friends, people like that, and things started to happen to me. And then I'm getting older, so either now or never. So that's one reason that brought me into changing. And God always had a hand on me because I'm a prayer warrior. My grandmother a prayer warrior, both of my grandma on both sides. I come from a spiritual family, so I've been had the calling on my life. It's just I want to say my surrounding, certain environments, not all of them, but certain environments. And what I have seen in life. I've seen a lot, so it caused me to want to change. If I didn't change, I'd be dead right now in jail for life. So that's one reason.
Let me ask you a question. You said you grew up in a spiritual
Yes.
family, and that's evident just from the things that you're saying. Do you feel that because and I'll say this, everybody that has an upbringing in church doesn't necessarily have a call on their life. When did you within yourself, whether you were growing up in that spiritual environment or not, within yourself, when did you feel that personal call that even though you were going through different things, like
What
when you knew you were set apart, like when did you feel that?
I felt that personal calling when I was young, basically like, I used to go to like Sunday schools and stuff like that. The church boys used to come pick us up or come to the community. And then I used to be the one that warn, I got in trouble to someone might say sit in the front. And then I used to be the one just all of a sudden get hit by the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. And then all of a sudden, I had a lot of like elders in my ear, like saying, you need to be a leader and not a follower. So I have been had a calling on my life when I was about 7 years old at the most, all the way up to now. And I'm just finally coming to my senses so I can be lifted up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you
So
see?
7 would be
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So age 7. So
yeah,
within
7
yourself,
would
you
be
just call
the year
yourself.
I realized my calling.
And that's a very young age
Say that
to
again, pardon
hear.
me.
That's a very young age to hear from God, to know. That's when you know, because at 7, that's you're extremely young, and so that's definitely a spiritual sense to have, because it's not like somebody told you, even though you were going to church. It's something that is
Yes.
within you that you felt like the Holy Spirit. It's a sense of being set apart. You already know that you're here beyond just what the world, what we experience, just getting up every day, living your life. You felt it early on.
Yes. Um, I really I couldn't hear the last part, but is for me to answer the question right. I couldn't hear the last part.
No, I was just commenting on how for you, you had a sense of the Holy Spirit speaking to you about you and your
Yes.
awareness of God and like being set apart. Because when you're young, sometimes we get trained into, knowing who God is. But when you're 7 and you sense it, that's a whole nother experience, which it's just testifies to the fact that you are called and you have gone through what you've gone through and you're answering the call.
Okay. I agree with that. I noticed God never let his hands off of me, no matter how much trouble I got in and kept trying to do the same old things. He just kept spanking me and kept whipping me until I wake up, because he said he wasn't gonna let me die. So that what kept me like content, like content on want to serve and want to find who I really am as a person, so I can be able to. If I've helped myself, I can be able to help someone else. So
and it goes to
that's why it still is. It always.
Go ahead. I'm
Pardon
sorry.
me.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. It must be that delay
I
thing.
was saying, yes, I was saying like God always had a hand on me, and I can hardly hear a little bit, but I'm trying to hear the best way I can. But he always had his hands on me and never let me go. So I truly believe that's one of my calling, to continue, iron sharpen iron, and share my testimonies to where we can be able to come together and help more people and be a blessing in someone's life.
You talked about your son
Excuse
being in the
me.
hospital. You talked a little bit about your son in the hospital, and he was on life support. You want to elaborate on that?
Mhm.
What's like, what's going on with that? Is everything okay?
Okay. I mean, he putting through, man would say is impossible. But everything, all things possible with God. Man already gave up on me. And we as prayer warriors, and I got prayer grandmothers, and I know they told me something different. Right now, I just really would need all the prayer warriors to continue to just thank the Heavenly Father, because to me, he doing well, and he gonna pull it through. Right now, we still, trying to get what's really going on with him. We really trying to get good information to know how to handle the situation. But he put it through according to what God showed me and told me.
Thank God.
Yes, but that's been going on for a minute. But he put it through, and I can say from that situation, we should what God showed me, we should take care of our mind, body, and soul a little better than we do. By what we eat, and even what we put inside our, body and mind, and what we listening to, all play a role, play a part. And so far, so good, big brother. He pulling through.
Okay, man. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, man. We'll keep praying for you. But I have another question. Like, growing up, were there any times we interviewed Vincent? We interviewed Vincent, and he was telling us about how many times God tried to talk to him to get him to go into another direction. Like, were there many times when God spoke to you during your time when you knew better, but you weren't doing the right things? Were there many incidents that you think God tried to show you the right way and you just ignored it?
I didn't actually know that. I kept being hard headed, like just say like I healed the boy, and then I still had a chance to repent. Just say that. And then every time, like when he whooped my butt for it, I realized like, God ain't playing with me, and I just kept coming back like as a child, I make mistakes, but I speak with God about like, just help me where I won't have to make a mistake and get my butt whooped by you, the way I can do the right thing and lead by example. But I didn't say I would do it just because, I get a sign from God, then all of a sudden I say I'm gonna do something or this and that. No, I always really acknowledge God in all my ways so he can direct me. Certain things, I ain't gonna say it wasn't peer pressure or nothing. It just, trying to fit in with different crowds. This is our first time like starting out being a boy, then growing into a young man, then becoming a full developed man. But right now I'm still learning how to be not only just a full developed man, but a man of faith, a man of God, and it's a struggle. It ain't easy, because you got so much temptation, but I'm learning how to have discernment and also be strong when temptation do come.
I think my mic is not hearing me well on my mic, so I'll try again. Can you hear me okay? I don't know if it's my mic. It's not as, I don't know if it's
yes, I can hear you.
Okay. When you were talking, it reminds me of that scripture where it says, whom the Lord loves, he chastens. And so that's pretty much what was happening. And, and I think when we go through a lot of different things, where we make mistakes or we make choices that aren't always the best, when he, like you say, he beat you up, but he does what he does because he loves you and he loves us. And that's why, even though we may make mistakes, he doesn't desert us. He never leaves us. He never forsakes us. But he will whip our tail when we're out of order. So I thought about that scripture when you were speaking. He will chasing those he loves. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And I'm so grateful for the butt whippings that. Yes. I'm so grateful though for the butt whipping that God have given me, because he said he chastised the ones he loved. I'm one of the ones he chastised, so that's why I'm still breathing, I'm still alive. I realized that he loves his children. He'll whoop your butt if you don't do right, and I'm thankful for the butt whipping. I still can get a whipping by God, but I'd rather, get my whipping and then come to my senses and not keep getting whippings, you know what I'm saying? But I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful for letting me know that I still have a father that watches over me.
Right. Right. I guess it's a scary thing if
Yes.
he don't mess with you, if he don't whip you for when you mess up. That's a scary thing. So that is like I was saying, it's a sign that he does love you and he has a purpose and a call on your life that he'll use all of those things to work, you know, for your good down the line as he does all of us who, you know, call upon him and we belong to him.
I noticed that the last part I did not hear, but I will ask you to repeat again, but I couldn't hear that last part.
You speak about
Excuse
your
me for that.
grandmothers. You speak about your grandmothers a lot, but I want to know is there anybody else that have helped you get through a tough time that you want to give a shout out to?
Well, you know, grandma, she was like she day one. So I had a lot of strong aunties on both sides, uncles, but a lot of my aunts and uncles on my dad's side, you know, they transitioned, you know, with the Lord, asking from the body presence of the Lord. But most of my aunties and my uncles on both sides, they've been like an inspiration to me too, because God worked through them too, you know, and I felt the hands of them too, you know. They pushed me into doing right too a lot of times. You know, I was hard headed, bad out there, growing up at Perry Home, Hollywood Cove, Bankhead Cove, you know, all the areas in Atlanta. And they've been a big influence for me too. And I had a lot of people like elders like that growed up around me. Just say in the communities I grew up in, like at Bankhead Court, Perry Home, Hollywood Cove, Bourne Home, East Lake Meadow, places where I always had people that was like elders stayed on me, you know, stayed letting me know, you know, to keep going, or if when I was young, or if they know that I was getting in trouble, they always spoke inspiration in my life and told me God had a plan for me. And all I had to do is, you know, change the way I think. But it mostly been my aunties and uncles on both sides. They've been an inspiration to me besides my grandmother on both sides.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what do you see yourself now? What do you see yourself now? Are you still on the rise? Or you see light at the end of the tunnel? What you got going on now?
Okay, right now, you know, doors been open for him. A lot of doors. I can only take it one day at a time, and not as God and out of the way, so he can direct my path. I prayed about this. I see myself writing books, more, you know, writing more of my testimonies, being open for going on podcast shows and stuff like that. So far so good. I've been like on different TV shows and talk shows, you know, and it's just been a blessing being in certain upcoming movies that coming up and some coming out. Some already out. But I just see myself doing all things that God had promised me that he said I can do. Cause I know when it comes from him, it's good. Like this opportunity right here. I see me doing more shows, more going out. I write more music now, you know, inspiration music. Also, I write music from the street. Most of this is testimony music though, from the streets. But I see myself being in a place where I can go all over the world and share my testimony and help save lives and lay hands on the sick, because I have a healing gift, you know, with my hands. And just by being in the presence of people and speaking, I speak life into people's life. So those are some of the things I want to do. I want to get on that journey for our Heavenly Father and be inspired by more people who know how good he is and what he can do. Yes.
You say you've been on some TV shows. What enlighten us? What TV shows have you been on?
Okay, so far, I've been working with Man from Atlanta Avenue. Been going on like little court shows, talk shows, and stuff like that. But then there's a lot of stuff I just got to wait till it come out and let the people just be surprised. Just know I'm coming, because a lot of agreements. Hey, they just got to have faith, just like I did, because best yet to come, and hey, you'll see. I had faith, and it's the same way. They got to have faith, and it's coming because people telling me they seen me in a lot of things, and I haven't seen it yet. So I'm still going through, because when you've been on certain stuff, you got to sign agreements, not contracts, but different agreements where you can't speak about certain things until it comes in existence. So I know I want to do right by that too, dealing with contracts and agreements. But just know it's coming, and it's gonna be uplifting, and God got His hands on it.
I do have a question. It's out of curiosity. Yes. You had mentioned, I want to make sure I heard you right. You said that you're an empath. You said.
Can you say that again?
Empath. You had mentioned the word empath.
Yes.
I think I heard you say that. And I would say I do get that, because empaths usually have a gift of healing. They do. And so I was just listening to you say that, and I'm not surprised that you have the gift of healing in your hand to heal people, because usually empaths do. And do you think that a lot of people understand that?
Yes. You want to know more about that right there? What about the empath I was speaking on?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, ever since I was a kid, my mom used to have these migraine headaches and stuff that she couldn't get rid of, but for some reason, she used to have me to hold her forehead, touch her forehead, and I prayed my mama from taking goodies every day. I prayed her off of that, and I was a kid. But God used to give me dreams and stuff like that, and I had a grandmother that always told me it's something God gonna use me. But not even knowing my presence is good, like being around people, I could just speak, not even knowing I'm talking to people about a situation I don't really know nothing about, So I'm learning to I'm learning to ask God to activate my gifts, and I'm only ready when He know I'm ready. And so that being one of my gifts, laying hands on the sick, people been getting healed. Like when I was in prison, I laid hands on sick. People was healed, being delivered from cancer, AIDS, bipolar, any mental health thing. I'm talking about people who actually being delivered. I was getting resorts. And then even to my situation, me being shot in the head, I had to pray over myself. I had cancer before. I was delivered from stage 4 cancer on my way of getting ready to die. But angels stood over me and put their hand on top of my hand, and showing me that, I have the gift of healing. And I done been on a platform to where I had spoke to people just speaking, and not even knowing that God was using me. I didn't know their situation. Say the voice court, one thing first, even the judge said that God told her I'm a prophet. Judge Faithful. So that's on the Hood Preacher. I got an episode on now being the Hood Preacher, and got a movie coming out called The Hood Preacher, and also I'm writing a book showing why I'm the Hood Preacher. Life out in the voice court.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, because I know a lot of times, we can mention things and people may not fully get the fullness of it. And so thank you for elaborating. That did something for me with understanding more about empaths, because empaths, we absorb everything. More than welcome. Yeah, we absorb everything. So
yes.
I get it. Everything, good and bad. We feel everything. We absorb it all, so I get it. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Yes.
Oh, my brother, we are so glad. We're so glad to have you on, man. We are so glad to have you on the show today, man.
And it's a pleasure, and I'm so grateful and thankful, brother.
Yeah, this is our first time doing a testimony, man. I wish more people would step out with a testimony, and you just never know who you might heal, man, with your testimony. Somebody seeing that you going through something they going through, and if you make it, they can make it. You keep fighting,
Yes.
they can keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people they suppress their testimony. I know a lot of people who have been through cancer, but they don't like to talk about cancer. You've been through it. It's somebody who's going to go through what you've been through, and they need to hear. And God give us testimonies to get people through what we're going through. And that people don't have to go spend their money on shrinks and what they call shrink, what's the technical word for shrink, a therapist. People go see therapists. I mean, we got therapists who can help us get through a situation, but we're ready to go pay people to go talk about our problem. When we got people with testimonies, it's called a testimony for a reason. You made it through a test. You made it through your
yes, you did.
man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad you came to me, man. Saying you wanted to talk about your testimony, because at first we were just doing people with businesses and people who got some viable information they want to come talk about. But your information is just as viable as a business or somebody within an organization, something like that. Your information is just as good, man. And
thank you, brother.
And this might be something else we can open up to people to do a testimony. So I appreciate you, man, for coming on talking about what your
You're more than welcome, my brother.
The things you've been through, where you've been, where you at, and where you want to go. So with that being said, man, I want to give you the floor to take us out and talk about what you want to talk about. Like, where do you see yourself in the future, man? I know you said you talk about your books and the shows. Or what else? Where do you see yourself in the future, the near future?
Okay. First of all, I'm more grateful, for this opportunity, but I see myself, being an inspirational, motivational life coach in the near future, because I'm in my calling right now. And I know just by being all who God said I am, I'm going to be attacked. But just by knowing our Creator never lost a battle, I can see myself going all across the world, giving my testimony, also laying hands on the sick and raising people from the dead. And I'm learning to activate my powers more and more. And I don't want to scare nobody, but I just want them to know God is real and He are showing up and showing out in His earth angels who down here on earth, and let everybody know that we all have a purpose.
I'm going to have to stop you for a second now, because you say you're going to be raising me from the dead, man. Not funny, but I'm saying, you talking about spirits today, but if you talking about dead spirits today.
Yes, basically, like, it got to be spiritual. See, everything's spiritual, I was dead and,
ask you that, man.
Yes, I was, I was spiritually dead once a time, Yes, basically when I say that, not the confusion one, but it's got to be spiritual. You can be been told you'll never amount to nothing. So people have told you, and that kill you spiritually, and people don't told you you'll be dead at the age of so and so, but then when you make it past that. So imagine when people been on already spoke things over your life, and it's up to you to not to believe what man have said, especially when they're going against God. So yeah, I can raise the dead, like give you, like speak the word of God and give you life more abundantly through the word of God. Yes, you can be raised from the dead, and I have been raised from.
I have to give you that space to clarify what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, brother. Say that that last part again, my brother. I'm sorry about that.
I just had to open up that space to give you. I just had to say that to give you some space to clarify what Dad you were talking about. Cause you know some people gonna say, "Oh man, he got a crazy dude on his show." You know what I'm saying? You know how people live, man. They'll take something literal.
Yes.
And make it. You know what I'm saying? They'll take something and make it literal.
Yes. And that's what the world do, you know. And when you get out that world, like even though we in this world, we're not of the world. So I encourage people, you know, it's good to acknowledge God in all you do, so He can give you spiritual insight. Cause people, that what man job, man, you know, especially if you ain't been led by God or the Holy Spirit, like you gonna say things, you gonna have time to talk about people, or worry about this, or say, yo, we got this old man to crazy. God, you fools. And children and people who will listen to him. I'm one of the ones I'm learning to listen to. I'm still hard-headed, but I listen to him. So I'm just glad to be used. I know all type of criticism. Devil don't go at the one he already got. He come at the ones he don't have. So I'm ready for that, you know. Especially when I know I got the protection of the Most High. You know, I'm not worrying about none of it. Because I pray, and if I pray, I ain't got time to worry. But I know that's there. I know that's coming. I don't worry about what people say. You know, I'm glad that saved my life. Back then, if I was a little younger and like just gone, I probably let it get to me. See, but not letting that get to you, you'll get to this point now, you know. More opportunity, doors and stuff open, you know, and you can be able to do what God got you to do. And I'm just so thankful and grateful that I don't let words or what people say about me stop me from doing what God called me to do. Yeah. And most of the time, people feel what they don't understand. But when you got to discern, I encourage all people to pray for discerning, so the Creator can give you a discerning. Even when you think people talking crazy, it's a blessing in the message. I know they ain't gonna get it all, but what can you get? Just like even with my journey, He said you ain't gonna save them all, but what one can you get? That one might be yourself. You know how a lot of people thinking they say and not. I had to work on myself. And that's how I know. But I'm not concerned about what people say. I pray for people who don't know no better, because of the Most High said. He say, forgive them for what they not know, you know. And everybody ain't gonna be on this same vibe we on, you know, in the levels. But I encourage and I pray for them. And I'm glad I'm not the man that I used to be, that listens to what everybody say about people. I don't even gossip. I don't listen to gossip that much. I don't talk about people. And I can't stand it. Hurt me now to just even be in crowds where people talk bad and talk down on people. So, you know, I know they out there, you know, but I do believe what God say, you know, especially if they don't leave you alone, you know, and they picking at you and jugging at you and trying to get rank and trying to, you know, just use stuff. I know a God that He told me, you know, like 1,000 to the left, 10,000 to the right. You know, I can wake up and won't see the people who already don't sold out, you know, to the wicked one. So that's why I don't worry, and I pray for the people, and I hope we all can just acknowledge God in all the ways so He can direct our path.
That's what's up, man.
That's the greatest thing, just to, you know and to have a prayer life.
Yeah, and let me ask you something, man. What are you, man?
Pardon me, my brother.
What are you, man? Let somebody work.
That what's up, brother. Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I leave this scene, I got to go talk to a doctor about a situation, but also I'm in the city of Atlanta. Just know that I didn't want no hater walk up on me on my live. You feel me? Because you know you got evil people, wicked people out there, you know, and then everybody want to know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Because they're aware of what God is doing, and God just put me in a safe space, you know, where I can get this done.
Okay, then what's up, man? Like I said, we appreciate you coming on, man, sharing your testimony, man. Hopefully this is the beginning of
You're more than welcome, brother.
Have the courage to come out and get their testimony, man. And like I said, this is the everyday people show, and I try to make this show to where it's open to anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people won't give people the opportunity to come on their platform, but I wanted to, and I wanted to create a platform where people can come on and talk about what they're doing I mean, you might have reached a handful of people, but shit, man, you know, this is what I'm about. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I appreciate you coming on, man. And I wish
Yes.
you all the best, man. I know you
More
know
than
God
welcome,
on your
brother.
side. You're gonna reach your goal, man.
Definitely a
Yes.
blessing to hear your testimony.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm so, man, I appreciate you too, my brother, and man, you're more than welcome, man. And I thank you for continually doing what God called you to do, man. I'm so proud of you too, my brother, and your sister. And I just want to just thank you too, my brother. And I want to continue to just any opportunity that can like let me, you know, speak my voice. You know, I'm willing to be with that. You know. And I know God do all the paying, so I'm with that. Like just to know I can get a chance to speak my voice. And I'm so grateful, brother, for this opportunity. You know.
And man, we're grateful to have you, man. But now we do this thing. We got this. We got
Yes,
this part of the show where we got this part of the show what we call quick topics, man. And what we do, we just it's a little fun game. We just gonna ask you some either or, like, do you like this or do you like that? And we're trying to see where you went, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to see what you like out there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
yes.
let me know when you're ready for it.
Yes. I'm ready.
Okay, the first question, you like boneless or bone in? And y'all at home, y'all can put y'all question up too. You like boneless chicken or bone in?
Hey, I like with the. I mean, you got to have that bone. That when I know it real, you know, because it's a lot of chicken processed right now. And if it got that bone, it better have two bones and supposed to be in the leg. Then I'm gonna say, oh, but I rather for the bone to be in it because at least I know it halfway right. You know, because other than that, it can be other flesh. You know, everything with gravy ain't chicken.
You like the flesh or you like the draw?
I like them drums, you know, but them flats, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather go with the flat because the drums are looking a little too big now, you know. They looking like real fine chickens. You know, with the big thighs. And I don't want no sexy chicken.
I'm a draw. I think like put my hand on one bone and ripping it all off in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to pick through two bones. I like one bone. I like to put it in and then rip it off, bro. Y'all play the game with us at home. What y'all like at home, man? Y'all can play it along with us. Okay, you like ranch or blue cheese? You like ranch or blue cheese? I'm rich about you know.
You asking me, brother?
Yeah, ranch or blue cheese?
I like ranch.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah, I like ranch more than blue cheese.
Man, you failed the game test, man.
I deal with the ranch. See, I don't like the lumps in the blue cheese, you know. It make it seem like it's something in it, like especially if you chew and then you swallow it, make it seem like something in your throat now. I don't like lumps and like cream type stuff, you know, or nothing crunchy, you know what I'm saying?
All right, Coca Pepsi, man. Coca Pepsi.
Hey, I'm learning about Coke and I'm learning about Pepsi. I'm really trying to put all that down, but you know, Coke would be my thing, you know what I'm saying? I really never liked the Pepsi because coming up, Pepsi tasted like medicine. And I like the Coke because, you know, Coke will help you get that burp, you know what I'm saying? You be on that burp, but now Coke hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it seemed like all the stuff that you could use with Coca-Cola. So if Coke doing this to all these different stuff, you know, imagine what it's doing to my inside. So I don't mess with none of them. I put it down. I encourage like people, if you want to save your inside, I mean, you can drink what you want, but I don't touch it no more. I'm learning to put all type of that type of stuff down, dealing with caffeine and all that because it's not good for us. But Coke would be my thing.
Okay, what's up? I got that. You a tub guy or you a shower guy? You a tub guy or shower guy?
Okay, hey, I like the shower. I love the tub, but I like the shower. But see, the tub come mostly when I got the time and to like spend more time at home and then take spiritual baths. What I mean by spiritual baths, you know, you can put whatever work for you. You know what I'm saying? And I like shower, but I love the tub. Ain't nothing wrong with sitting your butt in that tub and soak. So you know, I love the tub, but I mostly, you know what I'm saying, shower because I'm always on, you know. But I love the tub. I'm really the tub guy.
Okay, this is the last
Because I like
question.
sitting in and soaking, you know.
This is the last question right here. This is the last question. Can you see it? If you could have only 2 senses, hearing, sight, smell, touch, and taste, which 2 senses you gonna have? Which 2 senses you want? You can either have two
I would like
hearing, sight, smell, touch, and taste.
oh, hey man, I'm gonna want to taste and I'm gonna want to see. I ain't got it here, but I'm gonna want to see and I'm gonna want to taste. So taste and seeing, sight.
Taste and sight. Okay, that's interesting,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
I'm about to pick taste, man. Taste and sight. You say you ain't got to hear, man. Okay, what's up, man? It's just hypothetical, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But we thank you for playing the game, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming on with us, period, man. It's been a good interview, man. I appreciate you, my brother, and I wish you all the best. And
yes,
we give it up for you, man.
Hey.
You got anything you want to say?
Praise God. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
So appreciation, just to say thank you. It woke me up more spiritually to I share a lot of the same thoughts that you have about the things that you said about your personal life, as far as the spiritual things. So
yes.
it did a lot for my soul and my spirit. It just, lets people, encourages people to know that they're not by themselves. Because sometimes we'll not hide it on purpose, but sometimes we may not feel like we can always show that, what you're showing in this testimony. So thank you. It's encouraging to me. So thank you.
Once again, man, we give it up for you, brother.
Thank you.
And hey, man, listen. Like I said, appreciate it, man, and thank you for coming on, man. Wish you all the best, man. We're praying for you, my brother.
You're more than welcome, my brother.
And be well out there, man.
I will, my brother. Glory to God, and I'm so grateful, man. And you be blessed. Y'all be blessed continually. And hey, any opportunity, hey, I'm here, my brother. Hey, and sister, I'm so grateful. Thank you for the opportunity. And I pray that someone, got something up out of it. Yes.
Yeah, definitely I did. Like I said, appreciate you, man, and talk to you soon, brother. Take care out there, man. One love.
Yes. All right. One love, my brother. You be blessed, my brother and sister.
All right, man.
Thank you.
See ya.
Cut him off. I cut him off. But anyway, y'all, listen, y'all, listen. We appreciate y'all tuning in, commenting, sharing. You got anything you want to say? Hold on. We're gonna get y'all a hand. We're gonna get y'all a hand because y'all are the reason why we come back every week, man. We're gonna give y'all a hand. Give y'all a hand. You know what I'm saying? For giving us a little bit of your time. That's all we ask for, ma'am, sir. Thank you for everything you do. You got something you want to say?
Only thing I want to say is I appreciate y'all, and I got a lot out of this show myself. I got a lot out of it. So I know if I did, because I'm sitting here talking, I know y'all did because y'all were listening. So thank you.
All right. If y'all missed the show, you didn't miss the show. You can always go back to we have a YouTube page, we have a Facebook page. You can watch it on my page. You can catch us on Overflow Everyday People Show on Facebook, YouTube, and watch past shows, man. We've been having some good guests on these shows, man, of late, man. And today was the first testimony. So if y'all know anybody who want to give a testimony, somebody with a comeback story. With a comeback story, man, we would love to hear the story right here on Overflow, the Everyday People Show, man. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not today. The Everyday People Show. This is how we get down over here, man. And we would love it if you got a business you want to talk about. You got a business you want to come on and share. You got a what do you call them thing? A nonprofit. You got a nonprofit you want to come on and talk about. Y'all don't tell y'all something. Y'all don't know who might be watching the show, man. See, the other thing, opportunities. See, a lot of people look at how many people tuning in and they say, oh man, he ain't got but 10 people, 12 people watching. But you don't know who those 10, 12 people are. And one thing I've learned that opportunity can be anywhere, man. You'll be surprised who might drop in and watch about RL and Jenny, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we get hot. You know what I'm saying? We get hot, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, every Tuesday, you want to talk some. Trust me, y'all. She talk a lot. She talk a lot.
Today, y'all, tonight was his night. He did all the talking.
No, you talk. You want to? Go ahead.
Now I'll let you have it tonight.
No, you want to be having it tonight. Don't start talking after the show, there. No, once we get out there, all of a sudden you got everything to say, and I'll be like.
I'm good. I got a lot out of listening. You know, sometimes when I get in my listening mode, so I got a lot out of, saying a little bit, listening more. So, yeah.
So we appreciate y'all. We give y'all a hand again. We give y'all a hand.
Yeah.
Tuning in.
Appreciate everybody.
Appreciate everybody, y'all. Everybody. And we'll see y'all again. Next Tuesday at 7 o'clock? Same black channel, same black time. That's how we do it. And you know what, y'all? We love y'all. And guess what? Tell them, Jenny.
Ain't nothing y'all can do about it.
Ain't nothing y'all can do about it.